And with the end, we reach a new beginning. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact. I'm so confused. Is that the rule board? I don't know. I have questions, but literally the chapter's titled 01. When you least about like that, if that isn't the whole idea of like, oh, the story's over, but it's technically getting a new like, I don't think that Undead Unluck is going to continue. The power system's gone. The power system's gone. It's like, obviously Undead Unluck is going to continue, but in universe, obviously there's like a brand new beginning for all these characters, and it looks like Luna left them a gift. Strangely, geez, Luna is humongous. At least I think they're humongous, because I think those are the humans, but let's not waste more time, and let's hop right into it. Let's see. According to Luna, and the final reward for clearing the game. From this point on, you are all gods. Design this world to your liking. In my final moments, that is what I wish to see. What do you mean? That's the thing. I mean, Tozuka-sensei, I'm fine with you leaving stuff vague. Like, I'm kind of used to it. Like, some of my favorite pieces of fiction ever just leave things mad vague and mad open at the end. Like, this isn't new. Magi ends in a really weird, open-ended way, which is like a blessing and a curse. Because I love Magi, but gosh darn it, I still feel mixed about the ending. God of High School, literally my favorite piece of fiction. Period. Point blank. I haven't read much fiction, if you couldn't tell, but like my favorite piece of fiction. Period. Point blank. It ends in a real weird spot in a real weird way. I'll admit, but like, so look at that. I was really hoping you weren't going to continue that trend. You can't just drop all this lore on us about Sun and Luna and then proceed to let them vanish off into the abyss and have them drop these weird behind lines. What do you mean your final moments? You aren't dying. Unless, are you? I thought you said you're going to watch over this world. What do you mean your final moment? I mean, I guess they said we'll watch over you as the sun and the moon, but like, they didn't die. I was hoping they were going to jump Luna to oblivion, but like, they didn't. Because Luna took their powers away before they could do that. So like, I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Like, what dimension did they come from? What higher reality? But then again, it's just like, it's just how things are. And like, obviously, I didn't really expect to get too many answers and stuff like that. Because it's clear, like, ultimately, Luna and Soul both are like, they're meant to be these weird, extra-dimensional beings that we can't really understand as humans. Just as they can't really understand humans. But still, it's weird. I don't know. It's such a strange thing. But I guess they were left with the tablet of rules. So they can apply whatever they want to apply. That is what I wish to see. That's what she said. But it's pretty much fine as it is, ain't it? I mean, I get, like, what's active and what's not. Oh, so Fuuko's still here at least. But then again, I'm assuming this is still right after the battle. Right? Is Phil okay? Is my son okay? In fact, it's actually interesting that maybe the effects have lingered around. But it's interesting that Victor and Andy aren't refusing. But then again, I guess they can't, because, like, they die. Maybe that's it. Because technically, they were only permanently separated because of unrepair. But, like, now, technically, they shouldn't be able to be separated by unrepair since they, are repaired. But then again, it's probably just another gift from Luna. As fun as it is, ain't it? Hey, that's true. There's still some dangerous, lingering stuff around, like war. But I imagine things would go south without rules that deal with fighting and strife. Yeah, Billy has a point. Like, ultimately, that's the thing. I don't want to say stuff like this, because it always sounds so negative, but, like, humans are steeped in violence. It's weird to say that. I feel so bad to say it, but it's like a weird part of us. And obviously not even like human on human violence. Like, to survive, we must be violent against other things. Even if you're vegan, you don't eat animals at all, you don't consume any animal products, you're still being violent and taking the life of other plants to consume them to maintain your life. We are innately steeped in violence. And who knows, considering these rules are like concepts, maybe messing with fighting and strife at all, or war, if in a super broad definition, would cause a whole bunch of issues. So they shouldn't do it. Let's see. Is that Rip? I think that's Rip. Yeah. Same with sickness. Oh, okay, yeah. So dead. Yeah. What? It's why us doctors exist. So Rip, you just don't want to be out of a job. Let's see. Oh, but I killed Autumn. Autumn isn't a master rule, right? Oh man, you sure screwed up. I mean, this may sound crazy. Autumn is my least favorite of the seasons, and that's mainly because I hate raking leaves. Raking leaves is the most annoying seasonal task to do. I don't mind cutting grass. I don't mind shoveling. And like, That's mainly like those are the two other main ones that come by. Like, but I hate raking leaves. It always takes forever. You always miss some. It seems to never stop until like literally the dead one. I hate raking leaves. So honestly, Gina, you may have done the world a favor. No, okay. Let's see. Excuse me. And how about we add one called season? We have one last slot open. Oh, interesting. They have one last slot. Huh. So thank you. So that's also interesting. They could customize what this last slot is filled with. No, if we did that, then all countries will have the same weather. It could throw a lot of things out of whack. That is true. Like it depends on what season spawns too. Unless seasons is literally just meant to be the concept of seasons and time just keeps passing. What if revolution wasn't a course plunging into the planet and the sun? If we rotate around the sun at the right distance, some countries might see the 4 seasons come to fruition in a similar fashion how they did before. Yeah, but you don't want to risk that. Like it could still be bad. Like, you could still accidentally plunge it to the sun. I like, as nice as it is for Luna to leave you this control board, I don't think you should still trust it too much. I wouldn't mess with it. Let's see. Gotcha. Consider that rule added. You decided that way too fast. That is true. That's a big risk. Huh, Luna probably wanted to see a little more hesitation, don't you think? Like it even matters. We're finally free of our negation abilities. Yeah. Meaning if something goes wrong, you have no way to fight back against that. Okay, so yeah, I feel bad for Fuuko. Like, she has no context for anything that's going on right now. Hey, the one thing we always wanted was to be free in this world, right? Yeah, but they are free. They're free in their own way. Yes, which means now is the perfect time. Oh, that's right, because remember was used, so like Juiz is back to being Juiz. That's always wondered. Like, does Julia not exist anymore, or are they like coexisting in the same body? Is it an Andy Victor situation? Because like Julia was a completely different person than Juiz. Let's see. Which now means this is the perfect time. As of today, the union is disbanded. Yeah, I mean it has no purpose. They're good now. I mean they can stay as friends, but like usually without their powers, they have no reason to be. Let's see. Thank you all for taking on this fight together. From here on out, let's all enjoy our lives to the fullest. Aw, no. Wait, where's Phil? Is that my son? I can't tell if that's my son. No, that's not my son. Is that my son? That looks like my son. At least it looks like he's alive. Whew, my son is alive. Hallelujah. But interesting. Who is that? Oh, that's Unback. I always forget the Agoo girl. But they're all sad. Y'all can be in contact. Y'all can stay friends, but like there is no point in the union. Oh, they aren't sad about the union disbanding. They're sad about Fuuko. Yeah, because she's. That's the thing. It is rough, but I'm glad there was a price to pay, right? Like if it came at no cost, then again, I guess that's the thing. The suffering was the cost in the grand scheme of things. Like all these characters went through loop after loop after loop after loop after loop after loop after loop. Especially some of these characters went for literally billions upon billions of years of suffering. So technically it is alright, even if Fuuko were to have kept her memories, but I'm glad to the sense they're sticking to it. Oh yeah, her memories, right? If only we could fix her with science or medicine. Good point, Nico. But, I mean, I doubt it. Let's see. It's God's handiwork. I doubt we'd be of any use. And any helpful artifacts are long gone now. Yeah. He's floating! Well, the ball he's on is floating. Let's see. Want to do something to help her, but... Sheesh, you guys sure are downers. I mean, to be fair, their friend and leader was wiped away. I've got just a plan in store. What plan? So go ahead and leave her to me. You all can rest easy. Do whatever you've always wanted to do. Right, got it. Alright, time to start building my acting career. Okay, Sean. What should I do? Do you have your arm back? She does. Okay, I was about to say, like, I remember she sacked her arm. I was like, do you have that back? Let's see. I'm gonna be a photograph. Oh, of course you are, Chikara. Let's see. Well, I always wanted to be a painter. But see, like, that's the thing. Is that pre-loop? Is that previous loop, Gina speaking? Or is that current loop? I guess both. Both, because both want to be painters. Let's see. Oh, then you can take my headshots. Oh yeah, for the photograph angle. It's a small world out there. Catch you guys on the flip side of wherever your dreams may take you. I do like that some of them are crying. Well, Anno's not crying, but specifically Latla, all these characters, they're all like they're as happy. Even Shen, like there's these mixed emotions. Where's my boy? Where's Fang? Where's Fang? Fang, did you just leave? Gosh darn it, Fang. 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 My glorious king, I want to see you one last time. Alright, the union is disbanded. But Andy has a plan to bring Fuuko's memories back. I hope it fails. Please don't. I mean, I gotta... I don't know, let's see. Now then, guess we should get going too.
Huh? Going? Where? Actually, where are we?
Ain't it obvious? To where you and I kick things off. Andy, you ain't immortal no... Is that Soul? What's he doing here? I thought the rules weren't allowed to be rules anymore. Well, then again, he was made by Luna. So, like, all the Umas specifically made by Sun were destroyed, I think that was stated. But, so what are you still doing here? Let's see. Aha, there you are. Hey, Soul. But I wonder, do they have any of their superhuman abilities left? Like, all the soul manipulation stuff Andy could do. Does he still have that to some degree? Or is that all contingent on his ability that he no longer has? I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Soul. Yeah, so it is Soul. So you can still see me. Was that? You can't see him.
Who? Wait, that's dangerous.
Aw. Thing is, though, she's mind wiped back to the start of the story. Does she still think she can't touch people? Well, she's still fully suited up. So I guess, man, I guess she maybe still thinks she has unluck. Let's see. Whatever. Anyway, why are you here? Why? Because if I were in your shoes, I'd be here too. I guess because like it was Andy and Fuuko who beat him, so like maybe he's want to study their journey. Let's see. We were both giving it our all, so it makes sense you want to know, right? Yeah, okay, so yeah. Why you lost and where it went all wrong. Unlike Sun, I don't feel like we cut you. Luna kept you alive, right? Oh. Interesting. I mean, he wasn't the little pod, but... Wonder why Luna did... I mean... I guess technically Soul is Luna's only kid, quote-unquote. Let's see.
Wait, aren't you cold? Why are you shirtless?
Oh, poor Fuuko. Beats me. What do you want? You waste no time, I see. But quit pulling my leg. You know what I'm here for. What is he here for? Is he gonna give her back her memories like that? You're not even gonna give us 2 chapters of consequence? Oh, no. No, Tezuka-sensei. Let's see. You know what I'm here for. You know, and I literally just spent the past 2 chapters praising Tezuka-sensei for, like, having a consequence and sticking to it. We're just gonna undo it. I mean, it's a shonen manga. I always gotta remember, it's a shonen manga. It's a shonen manga. So, like, it's fine. But, like, maybe he won't do it. Maybe he won't do it. Give her back her memories. You can do that, can't you? What makes you believe that? Because memories...
Hey, careful!
...are ingrained in the soul. Remember, Artifact proved that to be true.
I mean, that's true. But I don't really... I mean, they deserve a happy ending. That's the thing. I'll admit... Then again, I'm just mean. I'm mean. And especially, like, as a guy who writes his own story, as a guy who's writing his own story right now, I'm still, like, flipping back and forth on whether or not I want to, like, have permanent consequences. Like, I know I'm off some characters. But I mean, like, permanent consequences to, like, the main group that I'm writing. I'm like, how like, obviously, you know, characters they deeply care and love dying. Of course, that's consequence. But, like, that's the thing. I'm always in the camp of, if you're not going to stick to it, don't do it. That's how I always feel. But then again, I suppose Soul and Remember technically was like a Chekhov's Flaguter. Like it's been on the wall, so I guess it's okay. But like, I'm not the biggest fan of just okay. You paid the ultimate price. Now here's your refund. I don't like that. But let's see. Remember, Artifact proved that to be true. Interesting. Even Soul looked shocked about that though. Like I'm not sure if he wasn't expecting Andy to know that or if he didn't even realize he could do it himself. Even so, I'm under no obligation to return her memories. Oh, yes, you are. It's dangerous, I say.
Poor Fuuko. Does she still have her gains? Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's why you survived. Bold statement to say, yeah, you survived to specifically undo this very important plot point that allowed us to kill your creator. Like, oh, I just realized his scar is gone. So he was given a fully fresh body. Does he even have his tattoos anymore? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, he still has his tattoos.
and some of the scars. But I feel like he had a scar on his face, right? I may be tweaking. For some reason that... Hold on. I looked at this character for all this time. Let me see. Andy... Undead... Unluck. He had a scar on his... Oh, that's right. The Remember artifact. So yeah, interesting. That scar was healed. Interesting, but his undead tattoo wasn't healed, and the scar on his chest wasn't healed, but specifically the Remember scar actually did fully heal. Let's see. Pretty sure that's why you survived. To take a critical look at the world we're about to create, and see how it differs from Luna's and Sun's. I guess. I also think it is like... Maybe... That's the thing. I gotta assume that Luna... Despite me being like, they should probably have fought that god too. It's just like if we're going full JRPG fight deities, like maybe they should have fought that one too. I guess Luna really was on their side if she was willing to undo the most major consequence like this. Let's see. See how it differs from Luna and Sun's. But then again, you know what? I guess I got to think about it, right? Ultimately, Undead Unluck is a story about proving, well, not proving human nature in a certain sense, and also proving the idea, or like the whole spaces of the story and negator abilities and Umas and Undead Unluck in general, is very specifically to prove to these two wayward deities what makes humanity special. What makes humanity worthy of not being ruled and directly controlled by them. That was the whole point of the game, quote unquote. And they won it. They proved that. So I suppose, in all fairness, taking away the humanity of one of those humans who helped prove the thesis of the gods wrong would be like foul play. Not foul play, but like it would be wrong. Even if the rule is established, technically leaving Soul behind, letting him have the ability to restore the memories because they're great in the soul, like it technically does fit into the thematic nature of Undead Unluck. More than Fuuko being punished for doing the right thing. Right? She built all these connections, she made everyone happy, she did all that. Ultimately punishing her by having her, for all intents and purposes, die by the loss of her memories. I think, yeah, never. I'm growing softer on it the more I think about it. I'm just don't introduce consequences if you're not gonna stick to consequence kind of guy. Like in my story, I've had moments, like I've cut whole like chunks of plot line where I'm like, I'm not gonna stick to it, so I don't want to do it. And like I don't want to introduce stakes and then undermine said stakes. And of course, this is the end of the narrative. So like, what stakes? The series is about to be over. But even still, that's how my brain weirdly functions and rationalizes certain things. Like I don't want to do that if I don't know I'm gonna stick to it 100%. So, but thematically, having the consequence and then having it undone as a way of showing that the gods now understand a portion of humanity, quote unquote, and having it be that they're willing to pay the debt of the thesis being disproven. Or even in this case, with Luna keeping Sun alive specifically, he doesn't say that Sun and Luna kept him alive, just very specifically Luna. It's very likely that Luna in particular was happy to see her side of the game win and pay them back in this way. So it's fine. I'm still rubbing my brain, like being like, it's okay. Let's see. So, rather than be assimilated, you are to remain here. Why? I should be with the others. Well, technically you are Luna's only kid. Let's see. I want you to teach them. They'll be working according to the laws they selected. Okay. So Soul's meant to be the guy. I guess since Soul was the first rule, he's been there since the beginning. He has all the knowledge and information. Let's see. Oh, so he still has full access to his powers. All right. Well, that makes sense. He has the power to give memories back. So he vanishes. I completely forgot about Unruin. How did you get back to the planet? Maybe another gift from Luna. They were right where I told you, weren't they? Well, how were they? Pretty different from me, right? Yeah. How come? It's simple. Unsettling, but all they negated were God and the abilities that use the rules to torment people, not the rules themselves. Sure. They didn't really, especially by the end, especially with like the Clothy reaction, obviously all the way back forever ago with Spring, they didn't really have any animosity towards the Umas, just as some of the Umas didn't have really any animosity towards them. It was just like, we gotta do this, it's our job, our creator ordered us to. We fight. That's just like their law. Let's see. I wanted to negate the world where people who tried to negate me lived. I sided with the gods who had the power to change that world for me. That's the difference, I guess. Yeah, ultimately, Unruin, I forget the name of, they rebelled against their own kin for the sake of the gods, while obviously the rest of the Union, and even the non-Union members, when they weren't Union members in the previous loop, in the 100th loop, or the 99th loop, I forget which one, essentially they even, quote-unquote, were all rebelling against gods for the sake of their fellow man, in their own ways. Let's see. That's the difference, I guess. I'm surprised you managed to make it back. Yeah, same here. You were in space, weren't you? Don't you remember? I collided with you. Huh? You what? You remember, during Unluck's meteor shower. Oh! So one of those meteors was him? I did not notice that. I'd have to go back and look at that panel. What? Let's see. I was even affected by Remember, though I don't recall ever joining their side. They totally got us. Huh. Oh, yeah, I suppose. They proved their humanity and the value of it. His head is really huge here. Let's see. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do now? The world's not going to change, so I'll have to. I'll seek out guys who are fed up with the world as I am, and tell them to knock it off. It's pointless, after all. Whoa! Not really. I mean, obviously, you don't have powers anymore, but technically, you can change the world in your own little way. You shouldn't just give up if you don't like the world as it is. But then again, if you try to change the world to something negative, then of course, people will fight back. Let's see. I see. I'll help out. I'll make sure no one complains. Okay. This world, alright, has been validated by them. I said it's dangerous, you know. You know, you're not undead anymore. Okay, yep, so she got her full memories back. Alright. Hey. Whoa, that was risky. Welcome back. Yeah, it's good to be back. Alright. I think I'm overall, this is definitely something I'm gonna have to think on between now and next chapter. But, I'm okay with it, because it works thematically and for the overarching narrative of the story. That's what I'm going with. I don't like the idea of introducing stakes, paying those stakes off, and then immediately undoing them. Like that, I hate. I don't know. It's one of my biggest issues with My Hero Academia in general, where I'm like, I don't like when you do that. Don't introduce stakes if you're gonna stick to them. But for the thematic, and I guess I gotta start thinking that way about My Hero too. But even then, I feel like My Hero doesn't do that well. I need to do a full reread of My Hero and I need to hit my retrospective on each individual arc, and I need to talk about my issues with the series if I even have them after the reread retrospective. But for Undead Unluck, I get it thematically. So I'll take it, and thusly I'll deem the chapter worthy. Even if you were to ask me when I first saw that Soul was just here to undo the consequences, essentially, I would have been a lot more nettled, but okay, I'll hold that. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave back to the beginning. Almost wanted to quote that one Mon was here, beginning after the end. But no, back to the beginning in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do want to have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. These things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reactions, the series I am to review, ad variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below, where you can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier, XZ, G Prosper, Planet Crone, Zeta, and Brandon Payne. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, and A+A. And then I'd like to give a huge thank you to our ink tier members: Fine, Austin Wimberly, Euchiha, Yuki Ally, and Carlo Alaimo. Then I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give another Game Show and thank you to our colored art tier patrons, Overlord Zero, Waki Minos, and iDemokami. Then I'd like to give a final legendary top of the line thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, the glorious king, Calvin Elder.